Dear students, this lecture is in continuation with the previous lecture. Today we will decide the quark content of baryons. Quark content of baryons. Remember, we are going to arrange 11 baryons in this arrangement, 11 baryons. So previously we had arranged 8 mesons. That way we had called it a meson octet. Today we are going to arrange 11 baryons. So we will call it a baryon decuplet, referring to 11 particles. Again, as we have done previously, we will choose the alternate dots, this, this, and this. Remember, I have drawn 4 horizontal and 7 vertical lines. Then again, as I have done previously, I will choose the alternate dot positions to specify the particles. Then this and this and this. In a way, I am forming a triangle. So again, as I know that the charge increases from negative to positive as I move from left to right, and strangeness also increases from negative to positive as I go from bottom to top. But here you have to remember that baryons are actually composed of 3 quarks only. There are not any anti-quarks. So S equal to plus 1 value will not be there. It will not be there. S equal to plus 1 because we don't have any antiquark of any type in these particles, right? Now let us recall in that arrangement, what did you find? The baryons. You found neutron and proton, right? There were nucleons and hyperions actually. If you recall that classification table, there were nucleons and hyperions, right? In the nucleons, you had neutrons and protons. In the hyperions, you had sigma, plus, minus, and naught particles. You had psi particle, minus and zero. You had a omega particle that was minus only. You had a lambda particle that was neutral only, right? So we'll start from that. So let us choose this omega particle. Omega minus will be placed here, right? Because it's a single particle and it's a single position on this line. It's a single particle, so we'll keep it here. Now S equal to minus 3, S equal to minus 2, S equal to minus 1, and S equal to 0. Yeah. What did we choose S equal to minus 3? Because we know that at best it can carry 3 quarks. Therefore, we choose S equal to minus 3. S equal to minus 3 means that the particles on this line will have 3 S quarks. And that's all. We don't need to give it anything more, because we know that it has to carry only 3 quarks. Those are 3 S quarks, and we know that the S quark has a charge of minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, and minus 1 by 3, that is minus 3 by 3, that is minus 1. So it's arranged. Next are 2 positions, and we know that these are in 2 charges, minus and naught. So we'll place, so this will be psi particle minus and psi particle naught. So this will help us. S equal to minus 2. This means that already 2 S quarks are present in both. 2 S quarks. Now you need to choose between U and D. As I've already told you in the previous lecture, that then we give U and D quarks. Of course, D will be given first and U will be given later. I've already told you the reason why, right? Now in this arrangement, there is only S equal to minus 1. That means each of them carries an S quark, 1 S quark. So it's like this, right? Now next, what do we need to do? We need to arrange U and D. U and D, right? So previously you can do DD, then you can do UD, then you can do UU. This is how it can help you, because we know that towards the left we are more negative, so we have to give D. Towards the right we are more positive, so we have to give U. In the center we are a bit neutral, you have to give U and D. So DDS, UDS, and UUS. Now this position is that of neutron. I've already told you in some of the previous lectures that the quark content of neutron is what? It has 1 up quark and 2 down quarks, right? And this is proton. By the way, I'm naming it, this is neutron, this is proton. So it has 2 up quarks and 1 down quark. So this way you should be easily able to guess what should be the quark content of the particle to the left of neutron. See, it has 2 down quarks and 1 up quark. That means it has all the 3 down quarks. It has 2 up quarks and 1 down quark. That means it has all the 3 up quarks. By the way, these particles are called as delta minus particle, and this is delta plus plus. So this is the complete arrangement of a baryon decuplet. So it's a beautiful arrangement, and you can also see that all the particles which fall on a diagonal, they have a similar charge. These are all negative particles, all neutral particles, all positive particles. And if you also connect the particles diagonally in the meson octet as well, you will find that particles of similar charge fall on a common diagonal line. So this is a beautiful arrangement in which you have arranged all the baryons with their core content with a simple arrangement of horizontal and vertical lines, keeping in mind that from left to right the charge increases from negative to positive, and from bottom to top the strangeness increases from negative to positive, and then looking at the number of particles that we have to place. So I think this suffices today's lecture.